All right. All right. Looks like we're live. What's up, Undroppables Nation? Josh Lee here, and we have a very special episode. Actually, Chalk is joining us, the founder of the Undroppables. And this is what, your third time joining me for a Best Ball Mania stream, or is fourth?
No, it's only my second this year. We did one last year, I think.
Last year, so it's three. Okay. Okay. Well, every single team that we draft feels pretty strong. So I'm excited. How are you doing though, Chalk? How have you been?
Good. A little tired, a little sun beat. Kind of a bit red right now. We're out and about this past weekend with the kids, so little tired from the sun. But other than that, I mean, doing really well. Excited about the season. Super pumped about everything you've been doing with the streams. And yeah, man, I mean, a lot of exciting stuff coming down the pipeline with Undroppables this coming season. A lot of activity and a lot of shows coming your way. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, very excited for everything that we're doing at the Undroppables. I saw that you just tweeted out that new merchandise provider. That's pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get a shirt.
yeah. So little merch plug here. Yeah, gonna connect it with this new vendor who's gonna be doing all of our printing and shipping. Super great shipping cost. I mean, super low shipping cost. Great quality merch. Price point is great. I mean, it's affordable, high quality, and this is no brainer deal. And we just have that kind of the core stuff out right now, in a bunch of different colorways. But we're gonna be slowly releasing more and more different products. Not just clothing, but we're gonna do probably some accessories, some home good stuff, like some pint glasses, shot glasses,
I love
some
that.
cool stuff. Some cool stuff, right? So we're gonna be mixing it up as we go forward here in the next few weeks.
Sweet. I can't wait for that. But I guess without further ado, you want to just hop straight into a draft?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's not waste any more time. Straight into another draft. We're waiting on three people. If anybody in the stream wants to hop in and try to draft against us, good luck to you, because we have Chalk in the building.
I mean, you're the best ball man. You're the brains of the operation, man. I'm just here to co-pilot.
Well, we're in the 102. Okay. This offers up a really interesting discussion point. When you're at the 102 and JJ's off the board, are you clicking on Jamar?
I think it's definitely a consideration to go Jamar. But I've been a zero RB fanatic for quite some time. But if the opportunity presents itself to grab a Christian McCaffrey, go hero RB build, I think that's something to consider. But I like Jamar Chase. I think Cooper Kupp is definitely extreme value, generally the top of drafts as well, just with the target volume he's going to see.
Kind of crazy.
What are your thoughts, though?
So I'll give my thoughts in a second. Liam, Alex Caruso, and I were drafting out of the 109, and Cooper Kupp fell to us at the 109. So that draft was a lot of fun.
Oh, man,
already. Okay, so for me, I've been kind of flip flopping between the two, but the way that I like to build my teams, I love Christian McCaffrey up here. I think he's gonna be a
let's go.
Here. Let's go, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I mean that's the anchor, right? We got our anchor. It gives us a lot of flexibility in the next few rounds.
Yeah, and there's always possibilities where, like, if Joe Burrow isn't healthy at the beginning of the year, that hinders Jamar Chase's production. I think Jamar Chase is still going to be a beast. Don't get me wrong, but CMC just offers that anchor RB ability, and I kind of am starting to grow fond of the wide receivers that are available at the 2-3 turn, especially if like Waddle or Olave fall to us. We could even build like a Calvin Ridley sort of team. Oh, actually, that's an interesting question. What do you think of Calvin Ridley this year? Do you think he's correctly priced where he's at right now at ADP of 24, or do you think he's overpriced?
I think he's overpriced now. I think he was correctly priced earlier in the offseason. But his ADP has been creeping all offseason. And at this point, I think he's overpriced.
Okay. How do you project like the Jags offense this year?
I mean, it's gonna funnel into Ridley, Kirk, Ingram, right? I think Zay Jones still gonna get some looks. Obviously Etienne and Bigsby is gonna get some volume on the ground. I mean, I like Trevor Lawrence this year. I think he's pretty good value. I think people are still sleeping on him. Like, how do you like Calvin really this much? Right, Christian Kirk is still a solid. He was a wide receiver 1 last year.
Yeah.
Evan Engram was like insane. Yeah, I can't count. We can't count on these guys doing the same thing this year. But you know, it's just a good team. They lost Marvin Jones, and replaced him with Calvin Ridley. So I think the Jags' offense is going to be pretty good. And I think Calvin Ridley is still going to be a value, but I think at the current price, I think it's too high.
I agree. I've found it very difficult to click the draft button on Calvin Ridley at his current price. Also, pretty nice that like a bunch of running backs going off the board here. Cooper Kupp went at 108 again. He fell. Bijan Eckler went 3. Saquon at 10. So it looks like kind of what we've kind of been saying all along is like as once we get into August when all of like the normies start drafting, like they're all going to push the running backs up the board. So that's why I do really, really like grabbing Christian McCaffrey because I actually anticipate some of the receiver value to fall a little bit further.
Yeah, another running back just went. So
Derrick Henry at 2-1. I kind of anticipate some more running backs going, and then that's going to leave us with this nice range of wide receivers to be able to draft from. Still hoping for Waddle or Olave to fall to us. That would be
crazy. That would be crazy.
But we'll see if they do. We'll see if they make it to us. Okay. Is there anyone in this like 2-3 range that you think is like undervalued and you are trying to get on a lot of your teams?
I mean, like I think Olave is somewhat undervalued. I like Devonta Smith quite a bit as well. I still feel like he's being undervalued only because he's quote unquote second fiddle to AJ Brown, who I love a ton.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they both produced top 10 seasons last year at the position. So, I do really like Devonta Smith kind of in that range.
Tony Pollard sliding. Okay, I agree with that. Let's go ahead and just click on these 3 receivers right here. Hopefully one of them falls to us. We're seeing a little bit of a wide receiver run starting to happen. Olave goes at 18. I bet T-Cav goes Patrick Mahomes. Yep, Patrick Mahomes. Noah Petro. So we are 3 away.
He's not gonna go Waddle because he has Tyreek, unless he's trying to go for that mega stack.
Yeah, he might go for. So he goes Tony Pollard. You're right. Green Monster he got Jamar Chase at 4, so that was a nice little value that he got since the Eckler.
He might take Waddle.
He might take Waddle. We'll see. He might also go running back and go like Josh Jacobs or Jonathan Taylor.
Josh Jacobs is probably gonna go soon too, right?
Yeah. He goes Jalen Waddle. Okay, so that's going to leave us with either. So I bet the Eckler owner goes someone kind of wild since he took Eckler at 3. So he takes Jalen Hurts.
There we go.
So Devonta Smith is here for us. You feel good about Devonta Smith? You like him a lot?
Yeah, I mean he's WR1 this year, so
let's go Devonta Smith right here at the back end of the second. I don't have much Devonta Smith this year, so it feels good that we're able to get him here. And then on the come around.
And imagine if AJ Brown, I mean, he doesn't really miss time, but if he wasn't miss time.
Yeah, Devonta Smith would be a beast.
Yeah.
So Brett Colt says Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson, Mark Andrews. We're in an interesting spot here.
Yeah. I know you like Jacobs a ton. I mean, it's somebody, Ridley, T. Higgins.
Honestly, I like any of these 6 guys.
It'd be weird for me to say this, but I'm leaning Josh Jacobs only because now we're starting to have really kind of strong floor plus immense upside at the running back position, and we can just coast. We can just coast at running back for a while.
Okay, there we go. So we're going double anchor running back, which I kind of like this year. I've actually been a big fan of the double anchor running back strategy, especially the 2 guys like Christian McCaffrey and Josh Jacobs, who are 2 of like the few remaining workhorses in the league.
Yep.
And then we'll just need to hammer wide receivers through the next few rounds. I don't envision us getting a quarterback anytime soon unless like Justin Fields falls to 47. What are your thoughts on Justin Fields this year?
I don't know. I'm not on board like most people are in terms of him taking this historical leap in passing efficiency and passing production.
Mm-hmm.
It would be, once in a millennium type of improvement for him. And I feel like we already kind of saw that with Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is a much better quarterback, in my opinion, than Justin Fields. I've been of the opinion that, I just heard Ray G say this on Jax's pod the other day. I'm okay with missing on Justin Fields. If I don't have him and I miss on him, I'm okay. What I don't want is I have him and I miss on him, and then I'm stuck with him. Yeah. But I mean, at 47, I think that's value. I think if he slips to 47 because he has a rushing upside, I think it's interesting, and I would consider it. But I'm also okay just waiting out quarterback a bit more too.
So I agree with that as well. I do think Justin Fields is set for a pretty big year this year, just because that rushing upside is unreal. It's like having a running back in your quarterback position, and then he gets to also pass the ball too, especially now that he's got his guy in DJ Moore. But I actually have the Bears projected to be a pretty solid team this year. They might even make the playoffs with the way that they've revamped their roster. I'm a big fan of the Edmonds pickup in the in their linebacker room. I think he's going to be kind of that. I know the Chicago Bears, like I've always known the Chicago Bears as having like this extremely talented middle linebacker who kind of just like holds down the defense. Like I'm thinking back to like the Brian Urlacher days, and then now they got Trey Edmonds, and he should be an absolute monster for them. I'm excited for him in that defense.
Yeah, no, I think he makes some good points, and NFC North is pretty wide open. No more Rodgers. Minnesota still got a decent team. Lions, I think Lions would be interesting. But I think it's still pretty wide open over there.
Actually, that's what are your thoughts on the Lions this year? How do you think they do?
I don't think they make the playoffs. Okay. I just don't think they make the playoffs. I don't think
they make the playoffs either. I think that their offense is phenomenal, but their defense is still garbage.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like trying to think of the right way to put it. I'm like, yeah, I like their offense. They got some good running backs. The wide receiver room is pretty decent.
Yeah, they got my man JMO.
I was gonna say they got some last chance for JMO, man. He's not looking good already though.
Yeah, the vibes are not there. The vibes are definitely not
there. Oh man. But I wish you the best, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I wish him the best. I've been cheering for that dude for so long. He was my league winner last year. He only had 2 catches the whole season. And then I might have made the same mistake because he's my 5th highest drafted receiver.
I saw. You said you said staying on brand, right? Keeping it on brand.
Staying on brand. I might have done it to myself.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm sure you're still going to end up pretty good.
Hopefully. If JMO blasts, then we're gonna be really good if JMO takes off. But okay, there are a few guys that I am a big fan of in this range. Anyone pop out to you specifically?
I think Hopkins. I don't like London this year. I'm not sold on Brees. I like Watson, Hopkins. Pretty interesting to me. Aaron Jones, but then we don't need a running back per se. McLaurin, but he's hurt.
Yeah, McLaurin's. Where's Jahan? Jahan's at 65. He'd have to make it to 71. All right, D-Hop is here. You in for D-Hop?
I'm in. I like him as our second receiver. Man.
Yeah.
Man, we got a lot of carries and a lot of targets right now.
Yeah, we do have a lot of carries and targets. Oh my God. If Brees Hall falls to the 5th, that feels crazy. Wow.
But Dalvin's still gonna kind of, I feel like, be the lead back right now.
That's true. Anyone else you see that kind of pop off the page for you?
Do you like Hawkinson or Waller? I like Waller. I mean, Hawkinson feels pretty good, but I don't know. I haven't been on Hawkinson much this offseason, so I'm open to like what you're thinking.
Let's go
Or do
Waller.
we? Okay, I like Waller. I think
I like Waller here.
yeah. I mean, another lead target hog. Volume guy. Basically their WR1, right? I mean, he's basically Kelsey Light. I mean, that's kind of blasphemy, but essentially Mark Andrews, Kelsey of that ilk, though, right? Like on an offense that doesn't have much receiving threats outside of the tight end. So
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Darren Waller here. I mean,
this
I probably
this
should have been
is crazy.
drafting more of him when he was in like the 6th, 7th range, but I mean, I'm okay taking him here because I want just more shares of him and to pair him with these other guys that we have on our team. A lot of targets, a lot of safety, a lot of production coming from these 5 guys, and then Darren Waller does open us up to like getting like Daniel Jones later. So I like that sort of pairing that we could do as well.
Cool. Hey, I'm gonna step out real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You can just keep the seat more. Thanks.
Okay, so far, folks, our team is Christian McCaffrey and Josh Jacobs at running back. Feels super strong. We have Devonta Smith and DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver, and we have Darren Waller at tight end. This team feels very nice so far, especially because Darren Waller should be the target hog in that Giants offense. And let's see what Alex said. He just sent us a paragraph. So it's crazy how McLaurin started getting reached on first half of the preseason game and just started falling a lot because of 1 or 2 weeks of turf toe. I think McLaurin going to do well this year. I do agree with Alex there. I think McLaurin is going to do pretty solid. He's probably going to outperform his ADP because he's always kind of performed in that sort of range. Hopefully his ball just has a massive fall and falls to us at 71 because then that'd be a pretty easy click for me. But I think I like Darren Waller in the tight end position a little bit more than Terry McLaurin as our wide receiver 3. Just because Darren Waller just offers more upside. His positional advantage over the rest of the tight ends feels so much greater than Terry McLaurin's positional advantage over the other wide receiver 3s. So that is kind of my rationale for drafting Darren Waller there. Alex said he loves this team. Thank you, Alex. Really appreciate that. This team is looking pretty nice. I'm a big fan of it so far as well. When it comes back to us at 71, honestly, if Terry or Judy are there, would happily click either of them. I'm curious what Chalk thinks about the Tampa Bay wide receivers. We could look at either those or Mr. Gabriel. Any of those 5 would feel pretty nice in this sort of range. Let's see. We could also go with the boys. Those are the 2 boys that I am particularly looking at. But if Terry McLaurin or Jerry Jeudy fall to us at pick 71, I think that is a pretty clear-cut sort of pick for us. But I'm a big fan of the wide receivers in this range. It's kind of why I've been so in on grabbing the running backs early and not chasing the wide receivers up the board, is because the wide receivers in this like 5 through 7 range all feel so strong to me, and I'm more than happy coming away with those sorts of wide receivers. I know Breece Hall at pick 50 would have felt pretty nice, but I don't think it made a ton of sense with our 2 running backs already, especially with having Devonta Smith and DeAndre Hopkins in that room. We'd probably want a little bit more security. I'm loving that the running back run is happening right now. That is perfect for what sort of strategy we are going with. Terry McLaurin ends up going off the board at pick 67. I wish he had fallen to pick 71, but that is okay. I would love if Mr. Jerry Jeudy falls to us, because then we could do a little Jerry Jeudy, Marvin Mims, and that would feel really nice. Noah Petro. He did snipe us on Brandon Ayuk. He snipes us on Mike Evans now. That is okay. I think if we're able to get the value in Jerry Jeudy, hopefully someone else keeps chasing up the running backs up the board and just continues to let the wide receivers fall to us, because I would love to have any of these wide receivers in this next range. So we will see who E Green Monster ends up taking. Let's see who Brett Colts has on his team. He's got Josh Allen, Aaron Jones, Deontay Johnson, Justin Jefferson, Mark Andrews. Oh, if he auto picks Jerry Jeudy, that'd be sickness. Absolute sickness. He auto picks Javonte Williams. Come on. One more spot for Jerry. One more spot. One more spot. Come on. Fourth and inches. You don't want Jerry Jeudy. You want Chris Godwin. I know you. I know. Damn, I took Jerry Jeudy. Okay. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and take Mr. I think I really want to have Jackson Smith-Njigba on this team. And then if we get Chris Godwin later, we get Chris Godwin. But I mean, I can't not have Jackson Smith-Njigba on this team. I mean, he's someone that I am a big fan of. I think he's the guy that you need this year. And then he ends up going double running back. So we can go ahead and take either Godwin or Gabe Davis. And since Mr. Chalk is a Tampa Bay fan, let's go ahead and grab Chris Godwin for him at pick 74. In the 7th round, Godwin is a value in the 7th round. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that Baker Mayfield is the quarterback. Taking Chris Godwin in the 7th round is just absolute money. Unreal that we're able to get both Chris Godwin and Jackson Smith-Njigba on this team. So that feels pretty nice. Okay, now we've kind of built out our wide receiver room pretty well, so I feel pretty good about going any which way with our next pick. We are quite a bit away from our next pick, but I like the range that we're at. Wow, Chris Godwin, pick 74. That is unreal to me that we're able to get him at that sort of value. I'm also loving the Jordan Addison value, but I think I have enough Jordan Addison teams and not enough Chris Godwin teams. But Chris Godwin also opens us up to some of the later guys like Rashid Shaheed. We could look at him. The Darren Waller pick opens us up to like who could we get from the Rams? Could get like a Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford sort of build. We'll see how it falls to us. And 15 picks, if Hollywood Brown would, for whatever reason, falls to us, we'll go ahead and take Hollywood. Would also love any of Swift, Cooks, even Cortland Sutton early on in the year would feel pretty nice there. Would not be opposed. Hollywood goes, okay, would not be opposed to Elijah, but I don't know if I love that sort of pick. Rashad Bateman would feel kind of nice. Traylon Burks showed out today. We could get the double with DeAndre Hopkins and Traylon Burks. I don't know if I want to grab both of them on the same roster, though. That feels a little bit weird to me. Who else could we look at? This is a weird range of wide receivers. This next range of wide receivers would be pretty weird. So we'll see. We'll see. Quentin Johnston, if he, for whatever reason, falls to us, we could look at Mr. Quentin Johnston. Brandon Cooks ends up going at 83. So we would be at pick 95. I actually like Michael Thomas at pick 95. We'll see if Chalk overrules me on that one. But he's someone that I would love to have as our wide receiver 5. We might want to start looking back at the running back position. That's why I think DeAndre Swift might be a nice little play here, especially with all the wide receivers that have gone off the board in this next range of picks. Rachaad White, he's the one that I do not know what to do with. Rachaad White is someone that I keep hearing his name brought up, and I never know what to do with him. But Alex says I like Khalil Herbert every once in a while. I do like Khalil Herbert every once in a while too. I don't have any of him. I don't know why I haven't been drafting Khalil Herbert. But I think Khalil Herbert's a pretty good player. I think he's pretty explosive. He's a phenomenal rusher of the football. I do not know why I do not have any Khalil Herbert, but here we are. Okay, let's see. We got Darren Waller, 5th round. Darren Waller feels really nice. Cortland Sutton is going at pick 87. I do like Sky Moore in this next range too. I think I like Sky Moore over any of those guys. Quentin Johnston ends up going at pick 88. We are 6 picks away. Maybe since we didn't get the other guy, we could also look. Oh, Dalvin Cook goes as soon as I click him. Let's see. Sky Moore ends up going at 91. I think if DeAndre Swift makes it to us at 95, we could click that as well. We'd have a DeAndre Swift, Devonta Smith double, but I think that's okay because I think I like the Eagles offense for one that I'm going to be a little bit more invested in than most teams, and I'm okay with that. DeAndre Swift ends up getting taken. So we're in a really interesting range of players here. I love the upside of Rashad Bateman. Rashad Bateman upside season. It feels nice, especially tied to that Baltimore offense. Former first round pick. Let's go ahead and take Rashad Bateman with this pick. We'll let it time out just so we give Chalk as much time as possible to get back onto the stream. But outside of Rashad Bateman, there's not really a name in this range that I'm hugely in love with. Maybe we reach down the board a little bit and get Daniel Jones at pick 98, just to lock him up. What pick is our next pick at? Our next pick is at 119. So Daniel Jones would have to be a bit of a faller. I think I'd rather just lock him up and just not worry about it. I do project Daniel Jones to be pretty solid this year. Daniel Jones, Darren Waller, there's Baker, Lamar, Geno. Where's Geno Smith? Geno Smith's at 113. Okay, maybe we can draft Daniel Jones first, and then I also like Traylon Burks here. I don't want to risk it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get QB1. Let's go ahead and get Daniel Jones. I know it's 10 picks ahead of ADP, a little bit early, but that is okay in my opinion. What up, Chalk?
Yo, sorry about that, man. Just catching up.
All right, so catching you up on some of the decisions we made while you were out. At pick 71, we ended up taking Jackson Smith and Jigba. I was hoping for Jerry Jeudy to fall to us, but he didn't. So took JSN for us in the 6th round. Chris Godwin was a massive faller.
Oh, I love Chris Godwin, man.
Yeah, Chris Godwin in the 7th. That feels crazy. Feels really wild to me. And then ended up taking Rashad Bateman at pick 95 as our 5th wide receiver, and then took Daniel Jones to stack him with Darren Waller. So that's where we're at so far.
Okay, I like that, man. I like where you're going.
Okay.
So we're still the 2 anchor running backs. Our receivers filling up nicely. Dude, even like Smith, Hopkins, and Godwin, while JSN is on the mend. I mean, that's pretty beastly with Waller. Daniel Jones got the Konami upside. I like that a ton.
Yeah. Okay. And then kind of what we're hoping for, let's see, in this next range, I think if we can get like Geno Smith, we'd be done at quarterback.
Yeah. I like Geno Smith. I think he's a value.
End up getting taken.
Where he's going. Oh,
NCY guy. As soon as we say it, ends up taking Geno Smith. Okay, that's okay. We're still 13 picks away. I don't even know what this next sort of what quarterback could we take outside of. We could do like a Russell Wilson, Marvin Mims sort of thing. What are your thoughts on Russell Wilson this year?
I mean, I think he's going to bounce back from last year. It really can't get worse than last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, he has Marvin Mims, he has Judy and Sutton. It's pretty good offense. I think at least offensive weapons set around him. Peyton should probably be able to pull some magic out of him.
Hopefully. I mean, there's no way it's worse than last year. There's 0% chance it's worse than last year. Last year was one of the worst offenses I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, so bad.
Honestly, if Tua falls to us for some reason.
Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, Tua somehow falls. I think it's a smash just because he has Tyreek and Waddle. And, I mean, if JT goes there, the offense is going to be pretty potent.
It'd be pretty potent. That's right. AJ Dillon ends up going. Okay. I think we can start looking at running back again because I'm a fan of this tier of running backs right here.
Oh, man. Penny, Warren. I love those guys.
So if Tua does not make it to us, I think it's pretty easy for us to just take like 2 of the running backs here. What do you think?
Yeah, and I think we're almost going to be we could probably set a running back at that point.
Yeah, just grab. Okay, Penny ends up going to at 114. So I think Tank Bigsby goes. Hopefully Jalen Warren makes it to us.
I think there's a decent chance that he makes it back. We're round and win.
We're in the 10th round.
Yeah, I think Jalen Warren should still be around. I mean, is ADP creeping up that high?
People have been very high on him ever since the touchdown runs, and everyone Twitter has been going crazy over Jalen Warren. Najee's falling because of it, because everyone's so hyped on Jalen Warren. Najee's falling.
I mean, Najee's a value. I mean, I don't like Najee. He's inefficient. I've never been on him, but yeah, I'm getting him like at RV18 in redraft right now. Like, come on.
He's a value. He's a value.
That's a okay, Tua's gone.
Kenneth Gainwell. Okay, we get Jalen Warren here. Feels nice to get Jalen Warren there. I remember on the last team we drafted Jalen Warren as well. Who do we want at this next pick?
I mean, do we want to touch quarterback, or you want to get Pickett? Is Pickett's bye week?
Pickett's bye week 6, so we can get Pickett later.
I like Pickett. I know you like him. More than consensus.
Could get A-Chain here. Could get J-Mo. Could get Marvin Mims.
I feel like we're shooting for the moon. I feel like Marvin Mims, man.
Let's go Marvin Mims. Yeah,
I mean, I'm reading reports that like Judy's gonna be out to like even week 6, if not longer, and that's a hamstring that could linger.
Hey, you don't have to convince me to for the Marvin Mims pick. That is my guy this year. I am very happy that you said Marvin Mims. Offered up the options to you, and you got us Marvin Mims. That was the right pick in my book. So
nice. All right,
we got a pretty strong roster so far. Daniel Jones, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Warren, Devonta Smith, DeAndre Hopkins, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Godwin, Rashad Bateman, Marvin Mims, Darren Waller. That's the squad.
That's pretty solid. Is Russ gone? Oh, Russ is still there.
Russ is still there. So
Russ will be a nice sneaky backdoor stack, right? Like,
yeah, we could backdoor that, and then we could also grab where is he? I mean, we could get Pickett later. There's a little. Where's Dulcich? Dulcich has fallen to ADP 165. That's insane to me.
Wow. Yeah. So that'd be nice to get Russ and a Dulcich if that works out. I see you got Damian Harris queued up. Don't sleep with my boy Jeff Wilson at the end of the draft, man.
Jeff Wilson. I'm a big fan of Jeff Wilson. Always open to draft Jeff Wilson.
He survived the Dalvin Cook, bro. He's gonna survive JT now.
I've actually heard that JT might be going there. So
I know, me too. I know.
So maybe he's faded all of them, but maybe the last one might be the nail in the coffin.
Where do you think Leonard Fournette goes?
I have no idea. Honestly, Pearlman actually said this, and I actually like it a lot. If JT gets traded, Lenny to the Colts.
I like that. I'll be down. I have some Lenny bags that need a home.
I have like $1,000 on Lenny this year. I need him to, even if he signs like mid-season, that's okay. I just need him to play this year.
I think it was the homie Wilsonator. Said something about I forgot whose bags he had, but he's like, I got all my bags packed, ready to drop to the bottom of the ocean. That's how I feel about like half of my guys.
I mean, I was getting him in the 18th round. Like, it's not that terrible of a zero, but it's still a 0, and 0 has always hurt us, especially in these big contests.
Yeah, but imagine if he does go to the Colts, man. That's gonna be insane.
Up. Oh my god! If he goes to the Colts before Best Ball Mania closes, he's gonna skyrocket to like the 8th round.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Okay. A-Chain is falling.
He's hurt right now, right? He's banged up. That was my concern with A-Chain was, like the size Twitter, people try to hate on it, but it's just one of those guys you get tackled and someone falls on you and then you're like hurt.
Yeah. He's just so explosive. He's so much fun. I'm a big fan.
He is.
Fan. He's a fun player. And he's got like that home run hitting ability that you love in fantasy football, where any carry he can take it to the house.
Yeah, I think I was talking to Jax about it. It was like, he could have 0 points in the first half, third quarter, rips like a 50-yard touchdown. And he has next thing you know, it's 12 points on the board. Any given snap, he puts up 12 points, and you're like, okay, cool. That's gonna work for my RB2 or my flex.
Yeah, I would love that. Russ ends up getting sniped from us. That's okay. Could backdoor with like a. Oh, what are your thoughts on Jordan Love this year?
I don't I don't love him. No pun intended. I mean, I think we could. Is Purdy gone?
Purdy's there. Do you like Purdy? I'm not a huge Purdy fan this year.
I mean, I like him more than Trey Lance.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with that.
I swear, every time I've tweeted about Purdy or Trey Lance, I just lose followers. Every fucking time, bro.
I mean, it's an easy one. It's an easy one. Like you can. Oh, I believed in Trey Lance early on. I remember in a few of my redraft leagues, I drafted Trey Lance last year in like the 7th, 8th round, and like those teams just bombed. Started off like 0-7. I actually made the playoffs in one of my leagues. I drafted Trey Lance, but it was a tough uphill. But I think I started 0-6, like ended the season on a 8-game win streak because I can't remember which quarterback I found. I think maybe I found like a Daniel Jones for the rest of the way. All right, Damian Harris here.
Yeah, good. I like Damian Harris.
Has such high touchdown upside.
Yeah, especially in basketball, man.
Yeah, I don't love him for redraft because like you don't really know when he's going to score the touchdowns, but I think he's going to be good. Okay, we can go H-Chain or Pickett.
I like Pickett because I feel like there's a drop after this. Like the rest of the quarterbacks, I'm just not that excited about, and I feel like Pickett is kind of nice.
And he offers a bring back on Jackson Smith and Jigbo. We don't really have a stacking partner unless you want to grab like an Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson does not inspire anything in me though.
No, I don't like anything with Allen Robinson.
Yeah, I guess we do have him stacked with Jalen Warren, but like running back stack is a little bit weird. We'll see.
I mean, like I don't know what your thoughts are, and I'm not saying I'm for it, but what, Calvin Austin at the 18th round or something?
Calvin Austin does look explosive.
I mean, he's like no one has him. He's gonna probably have like minimal on the roster.
Man.
But he might not be playing much in the offense.
Yeah, I mean he's real small, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really small.
Okay.
I mean, that's if we're gonna force the stack, but I mean,
yeah, I don't think we need to force that stack. I think I'm okay having unstacked Kenny Pickett. I actually have a lot of unstacked Kenny Pickett.
I mean, you kind of have like the stack with Jalen Warren. I mean,
yeah, we do. But on my stream with Mackins, I was going through my crystal ball and I said, Kenny Pickett 2 rushing touchdowns week 17.
I like it.
So he's the one you need. But I think we want probably a third quarterback with this team. I do like 17th round Ryan Tannehill. I
mean, we have Hopkins, right? So that would work.
Hopkins. It does work with this build. We could go Hopkins or Baker Mayfield, but I like Tannehill a little bit more. We just got taken from our queue. Jeff Wilson. My one thing with Ryan Tannehill is whenever he plays the Texans, he always beats up on them, and he plays the Texans in week 17 and in week 15. So
what are your thoughts on what do you think? What are your thoughts on Chig?
On Chig, I like Chig.
I mean, you can go Chig and then try to get Ryan Tannehill, and you get the Titans stack right there. You get all the outside of Burks, you get the relevant guys stacked with Tannehill.
I like that. Let's try to target that.
I mean, didn't you have the Titans winning the division, or who did you have winning the division?
The Titans. Everything's. I mean, most of the offense is going to run through Derrick Henry.
Yes. Yeah.
But I think it's interesting that they got DeAndre Hopkins because it signals to like everybody that like they're going for it this year. And it feels like a pick your poison sort of thing where it's like, okay, if you stack the box, we'll just throw it to D-Hop and Treylon Burks. If you don't stack the box, Derrick Henry's going to destroy you.
Yeah, it's like you stack the box, you can't double Hopkins, right? I mean, that
Yep.
just takes that out, right?
So I'm actually very excited for Tennessee this year. I know almost everybody is not excited about Tennessee, but I am very excited about Tennessee. I think they're going to be good this year. Where do your projections have Tennessee?
I mean, I don't project win loss for teams.
Right. In
So,
terms of
yeah,
offense.
I think they're kind of middle of the pack. I do like Hopkins quite a bit. In my projections, I think Chig, has. I mean, low end tight end one. I mean, I don't know how much that means in this economy, but I think he has definitely that potential to outperform ADP.
Right.
Even with the Hopkins, I don't think the Hopkins signing really hurts Chig, to be honest. I think Chig was always going to get kind of a decent volume for tight end.
I agree.
So yeah, so now we can get the backdoor stack that we're hoping for.
Yeah,
In
but we don't
Tennessee.
want it yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you want to take a shot? I mean, shit. I'm thinking maybe Hyatt. I mean, Hyatt's explosive.
Yeah, I like Jalen Hyatt. I think
If we're going for a home run, like with Daniel Jones. So now we got Daniel Jones, Waller, got the stack there.
Yeah.
You got a Titan stack brewing.
Honestly,
That's some upside there. I mean, Hyatt's gonna
like Clayton. That might be overdoing it though.
Slayton. I mean, you don't like Hodgins. You don't like Hodgins? Is he gone?
I do like Hodgins. I like Hodgins more for managed leagues than best ball.
That's true. He's not like a boom. He's not a boom player.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have spike weeks.
Hyatt can go for like 1 for 80 and 1 and like
exactly.
It's fine for best ball.
Yeah, I prefer Hyatt in best ball too.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Hyatt,
yeah.
I like any wide receiver that can put up 5 touchdowns on Bama.
I mean, so yeah, someone was telling me like, because I wasn't high on Hyatt just in general. I mean, outside of best ball, and they're saying the whole SEC argument. Putting up that kind of production against Alabama and SEC competition. But I'm like, yeah, don't forget, it's a Tennessee offense. Like, that's the most gimmicky offense like ever.
Yeah, it is a pretty gimmicky offense.
But I mean, no, but Hyatt can still take the top off, and that's what we're looking for.
Quick plug. Chosen's algorithm found something.
Nice.
It found USF to win the AAC, I think. USF, the last 3 years, they went 1-11, 2-10, 1-11. So I was like, there's no way that they're going to win the AAC this year, right? Like, yeah. I checked their odds. They're like plus 7,500 to win the conference. I was like, there's no way. I do some research. The offensive coordinator for Tennessee, who's run like this insane offense in the SEC, he's now the head coach of USF. Brought a bunch of transfers with him too.
Oh, shit. Oh, good.
I was like, oh, shit. All right, put some money down on that bet.
Yeah, right? Put 100 down for that one. Shit.
Yeah, it was 7,500. Like, that's crazy. So, hey, that's something wild. But, like, that's Tennessee's, like, Mickey Mouse offense now going to the AAC. If it's destroying SEC defenses, what's it going to do to the AAC?
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a sneaky one, man. That's a sneaky one.
So, I thought that was pretty cool. But
I like that.
Back to basketball. I'm hoping Rashid Shaheed pulls us.
Oh, I like Shaheed. Yeah, he's another one of those like spike week guys. A running back. We're gonna probably need another running back at this point.
Yeah, we'll probably grab one more, maybe two. Who I want on all my best ball teams to close out the year is Sean Tucker.
I like Sean Tucker.
I'm a big 18th round Sean Tucker guy. Is there anyone else on this board right now that Shaheed got taken? Anyone else on this board that inspires confidence in you?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I mean, Ty Chandler a little bit.
Ty Chandler a little bit for me too. It's
kind of interesting just because, like, I don't think we're Madison fans.
What do you think about Kyron?
He could be sneaky too. I heard he might get the third down work or something. Is that what
That's
they're
what I've
saying?
heard too. And like we have all these Giants players. Kyron is a sneaky little bring back there.
Yeah.
I don't have any Kyron. Maybe we go Kyron in this draft.
Yeah. No, I'm with that.
And what are your thoughts on Cam Akers? How do you project him this year?
Oh man, I think he's a solid running back too this year.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's like. I mean, he has potential to get like a lot of volume and put up some numbers, but that team is not going to be that good, you know. So I don't know where the touchdown is going to come from. I mean,
should we do the Justin Ross thing again? We did
I love my boy Justin Ross, man.
Oh, he got sniped! Oh man!
Someone's watching, man. Someone's watching.
Right in front of us.
Someone's watching.
Watching.
What pick are we at?
91. I think it's fine to take Tannehill here.
Yeah, I think it's. Yeah, I was gonna say it's just a Tannehill. Lock it in. Let's not worry about it. And then now we can kind of just be flexible at the last end of this draft.
I think. Any of these wide receivers you like?
I would say Michael Wilson, but that team's gonna suck, man. The quarterbacks are just gonna be garbage.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of like if we go like just close it out with Kyron Williams and Sean Tucker.
I'm okay with that too.
Oh, Sean Tucker got stolen.
Whoa, when?
Whoa, I don't know. We'll take Kyron here just to lock it in. But who took Sean Tucker? Sean Tucker went in the 16th. Ah,
it's a little bit before.
We got a sharp over here. I didn't think Sean Tucker was getting drafted like that. Damn. Okay. All right. So we have one pick left. We have 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 7 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. I think we can go any which way with this last pick. Any way you feel about it?
Those top receivers right there don't do it for me.
Is there anyone deeper? Ooh, Mechie's still here?
I was gonna say, yeah, Mechie's kind of cool.
I like Josh Downs too.
I mean, did you see that thing that
Puka? Puka's fun.
Puka's fun. Who was it? Someone just posted Josh Norris. That Quentin Johnson saw 49 snaps in the preseason, and Josh Palmer sat with the starters in every game.
Zero.
Man.
I think Josh Palmer is a phenomenal 18th round pick. I was doing it really early on in the offseason.
I mean, we saw what we did last year when Keenan and Micah Williams were like in and out of the lineup, you know?
Yeah, and who's to say that doesn't happen again?
I mean, I think we can pencil in Micah Williams missing a handful of games for sure.
Honestly, with Keenan Allen getting older and having all those soft tissue injuries, he could.
I mean, if you put the probability, I mean, I don't think, I know Feral Analytics is working on some kind of, injury predictions probably in the next year or so. But, if you could predict how many games those guys are going to miss combined, I mean, you could probably say they're going to miss at least 5 games combined. Between the 2 of them, at least 5 games. Minimum, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go Josh Palmer with the last pick if he makes it back to us.
Yeah. I like that.
And that'd feel pretty nice to close out our draft room. I think now that Wandale is practicing again,
it could be super interesting too. Actually, because we have Daniel Jones too, right? So
yeah. So I mean, it could go either way because we have Tannehill. We have Tannehill and Hopkins for the Mechie bring back. We have Marvin Mims for the Josh Palmer bring back. We have all of the Giants players for the Puka bring back, and then we have all the Giants players for the Wandale stack. Any of these guys fit our team other than Josh Downs. Let's unclick him.
I like it.
So we'll see. It's funny. Every single Giants wide receiver goes so late. I mean, Paris is here, Darius Slayton, Wandale. We got Hyatt at 170. It's crazy. Nobody knows.
No one knows,
Sterling Shepard's also down here too. He's still kicking somehow.
Man, I like Sterling Shepard too, man.
Yeah, I'm a Sterling Shepard. I hope he makes it. I hope he stays healthy for once in his career.
I know, right?
I was so high on him when he was first coming into the league. I thought he was going to be such a beast in the NFL. And like when he's healthy, he is a beast. He just can't stay.
Exactly. Yeah, he can't stay healthy.
It's tough. It's tough for him.
I was so bummed out when he got the Achilles, man. Like I felt like that was like a year that he was gonna kind of, stay healthy, make a name for himself, and then the Achilles, man. It's like, geez.
Yeah, so rough. I mean, even like week 1 last year, he had that like 60-yard touchdown. I was like, oh shit, like,
exactly.
he's back. He's back.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Tears something else. It's crazy. So just so unlucky. So unlucky for him. But okay, we're coming down to it. Anyone you want to push over Josh Palmer here?
No, just I'm good with Palmer, man. I think we convinced ourselves that he's the best pick, and it's not a hard convincing. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, Chargers. Out of these 4, Chargers will have the best offense.
Yes,
and that feels pretty nice, especially with Mr. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen missing games. Crazy. He had 107 targets last year. That is nuts.
Yeah, Kellen Moore calling plays. I mean, they're gonna throw probably more. Oh, there he goes, though.
No, we took him.
Oh, you go. Okay. Cool.
Whew. Sweet.
Yeah, man. We got a nice team, bro.
We got a nice team. Daniel Jones, Kenny Pickett, Ryan Tannehill at quarterback, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Warren, Damian Harris, Kyron Williams at running back, Devonta Smith, DeAndre Hopkins, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Chris Godwin, Rashad Bateman, Marvin Mims, Jalen Hyatt, Josh Palmer at wide receiver, and Darren Waller and Chigo Okonkwo at tight end. That's a squad.
Dude, bro, like I feel like just if we put up our best squad, a healthy squad, and we got some heavy hitters, man. Like it's
if these guys stay healthy, this could do it. This could be the one.
Yeah, this is a $3 million, bro.
It only takes one. It only takes one.
Yeah, man. This is. I don't remember exactly what our last team was, but I like this. I can already feel like this team is better than the last team, and
very strong. I'm excited. I mean, I can't wait.
Just those anchors right there, man. Those anchors right there. It's like 40 points a week, man.
Yeah, those are strong. I mean, McCaffrey could get 40 by himself.
Exactly. Dude, and I can't believe we got Devonta Smith, Hopkins, JSN, and Godwin. I mean, between the 4 of them,
yeah,
3 of them are going to be playable like every week, And then we're going to have Mims and Bateman sprinkling in. Hyatt's going to have a couple. Hyatt's probably going to be a better version of like MVS.
Yeah.
Sprinkle in 1 or 2 at least playable games. Josh Palmer might have 3, 4 games that he's going to be able to be playable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like that, man.
I like it too.
Darren Waller got like top 3 upside at the position.
Yeah.
Easily top 3 upside tight end position. He could re-enter that elite tight end conversation.
I agree. I mean, he's not even that old for a tight end. He's like 31, 32?
Yeah, he's just kind of banged up, recently. I mean, injury discount.
Yeah, people have been forgetting. There's been a lot of injury discounts this season. Like, people are just like, since there's so much news and like there's so much content, like people are just like reacting like so much to everything. Like the fact that like Judy has fallen from like the 3rd round to like the 6th, that feels like an overreaction to me. I mean, Terry McLaurin has fallen from the 4th to the 6th round.
What's crazy though? Like, kind of going back to Marvin Mims, just because that's your boy. How is Judy falling from 3rd to 6th, and then Marvin Mims like not rising?
Yeah, he has risen a little bit. Like he's risen from like the 13th to the 11th, but actually we haven't reached him in the 11th. But yeah, it's unreal that Marvin Mims has not risen more. I think people just don't know. People just don't know who they and it's crazy because Cortland Sutton hasn't even risen either.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense,
right? It's weird. Like people were high on Judy, and he's hurt, so then like the offense got to go somewhere, right?
Yeah, it has to. I cannot wait for the season start. I cannot wait for Marvin Mims season to be upon us. Oh man. Oh, that is my guy, Chalk. I want to tie my entire brand to Marvin Mims this season. I think I already have. My investments are already all there. Like, let's see how much Marvin Mims I got. Yeah, I got $1,147 in Marvin Mims.
Jeez.
Exposures, but yeah. Yeah, $949 in Leonard Fournette. Jesus Christ. Please sign somewhere, Lenny. Please.
Good lord. Damn, man. You got over a rack on the boy Marvin. Dude, you got a lot of good exposure to Kamara, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, when a Kamara was in the 9th, 10th round, I was drafting him almost every time. He just that's just such big upside in the 9th, 10th round.
Shit, man. And then he's only missing 3 games, bro.
Yeah, only missing 3 games. It's kind of nuts. 43. Yeah. Feels good. Feels good to get Kamara there.
I got Kamara in the 10th round of a redraft league yesterday with a bunch of normies.
10th round? Oh, man, yeah. I reached way too hard on him. I think I took him in like the 4th or the 5th.
Yeah, I'll target him in the 6th round, but yeah, he kept slipping. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, like you got to take him then. Like I think he's gonna be pretty good this year. I'm just big on the Saints offense in general. They have such an easy schedule.
Nice, man. Well,
I think it's
pleasure, man. This is it's been fun, man. Sorry I had to step away from you, but I think you held it down with some good picks.
I think so too. But thank you everyone for joining us on the stream, watching us draft another Best Ball Mania 4 team. Chalk, thank you so much for joining the stream as well, taking some time out of your day to join us for this. But this has been fun.
Yeah, man. And yeah, thanks for everything you're doing, man. I mean, I know the people love it. You know, the YouTube's been blown up with a lot of new subscribers and people just enjoying what you're putting out there. So yes, keep it up, man. You're crushing it.
I'm glad that they're having fun because I'm having a ton of fun doing it. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. And then if we can win $3 million, then it's the biggest win-win in the entire world.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing how you spend it, man. That's all.
Yeah, me too. I just hope that I can sweat one of the week 17 matchups, and then I'll just live stream the entire sweat, and then just nice. We'll all sweat it out together.
Yeah, man, that'll be fun.
But all right, everyone, that's gonna do it for us today. And I hope all of you have a phenomenal rest of your Monday. Peace.